In synthesis and SDA, I have 3 years experience.
3 years, right? Oh, good.
Yeah.
So we can start from synthesis, right?
Okay.
Okay. Just give me a brief, actually, in which project you have worked on and all. Just give me a brief introduction, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Myself, Saktil, and I am basically from Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
I have completed 5 projects in these 3 years. My current project is HCL through microchip. Remaining one is Japan ODC project. That remaining 3 is MediaTek project.
Okay. Okay. So in actually which block you have worked on? Block name.
Sorry.
Block name. You have worked on block, right?
Yeah. Yes. Block level.
Yeah. So what is a block name? In actually block name.
Actually, I am the fresher, but I am getting this 3 years experience in my profile, so I don't know about my block names.
Okay. Like or cut off like that. These are the block name actually. So
they will not mention that block names.
So just tell me the flow of the synthesis first.
Okay. Read input, compile, elaborate, and compile. Check timings, DFC insertion, finalist testing.
No, I'm just telling the flow of the synthesis. First, you have to take the SDL files, right? Then you have to create the environment. Then you have to create some constraints, some compiling systems are there. So that's the flow actually.
Okay.
Just.
No idea.
Just take time. I think you will. I think you know the answer also. Just take time. Just think.
No okay. No issue. I am free only.
Just think.
Okay.
Any idea?
Yeah, no idea.
Okay. So for the synthesis, first we have to just define the SDL files, right?
Okay.
Then we have to specify this library. You have heard this link library, then target library. These are the you have to just specify. Then you have to create the environment. Actually, in which environment you want to work, right? Then what are the compile strategies you have to mention?
Okay.
So these are this normal process, actually normal flow for the synthesis.
Okay.
So then now my question is, what is synthesis?
Synthesis is nothing but RTL code is converted into the netlist.
Netlist. So what is RTL? Okay, take time. No issue. Take time. So what is netlist?
Circuit designs.
Circuit design. So okay, that's correct. So tell me for inputs or synthesis. What are the inputs for synthesis?
First one is library files, RTL codes, UPF files, and technology files.
Technology files. Okay, good. So library files. In which library you have used, like? lib file, lab file, right there. You know the lib file, lib file. Yeah. So what the technology file contains?
It is information about the standard cell and macros.
Is it placing information or any logical information?
Basic informations.
No, no, I'm talking about this placing information or any logical information like metal layer, metal width, metal.
That is that files present in technology files, tech files.
Tech files. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So suppose I want to search a metal attributes like metal features like metal M5 or M4.
Okay.
So in which file I will get this metal 4 details?
Tech files.
Yeah, correct. And you said that UPF file, right? So what is the full form of UPF, and just give actually what types of data it contains in UPF file?
Power related informations.
Okay, like just give me example, right? Power related, like actually what kind of information it contains?
Input delays and output delays about macros.
It is about power related. It is not about power related. It is not power related at all. You are talking about the cell delays. For the cell delay, we need the input transition and output load capacitance.
Okay.
Just try to think. No, just try to.
Yeah.
Do you heard about this level shifter, IO buffer, always on buffer? These are the things.
Yeah.
This is actually mentioned in your UPF file, right? Okay. Then you have a few times back you have mentioned this analyze command, right? Analyze and elaborate. These are the commands, right? So what the functionality of the elaborate and analyze command? What they actually this they do actually?
Analysis. It is analyze the gate RTL code. It suddenly given a output file.
No, analyze command does not give any output. No, it will not give any output. Analyze and elaborate command. It will not give any output.
Okay. It's given GTEC files and GDS files in elaborate stage.
Okay, then analyze.
Analyzing the analyzing the lower cell into the
Okay, take them. No shit. Think.
Okay.
In synthesis stage, or did you turn on this link library and the target library?
Sorry.
Yeah, actually in synthesis stage. So did you turn on the link library and the target library?
I think yes.
Yes. Okay. So what the link library contains? What the target library contains?
In link
Why do we
library.
use actually link library? Why actually?
Sorry.
Why do we use link library? What is the activity of this link library?
Link library we are using for connections between the pins.
Connection between the pins. Is it
I think connect give information between the wires and pins.
wires and
By
pins?
yeah,
Are you sure?
I think.
Not actually. Okay. What are the target library contents? Actually, why we use this target library?
Uh, the target is to analyzing the output files and received designs. That is output designs in received design.
Output design and the receipt design.
Yeah.
Target library. Okay. Then you said that you have experience in ST also, right?
Yeah.
So for the STA, we use static timing analysis for our design for timing analysis, right?
Yeah.
So why we don't use this dynamic timing analysis?
It is an SDA no SDA used for a timing analysis. No need to no need the perfect input and output. In dynamic, we are using accurate input and output. We are getting accurate, and it is take more runtime. SDA is having less runtimes.
So actually, which timing analysis will give a accurate value? Static timing analysis or dynamic timing analysis?
Both are giving accurate, but dynamic is required more accurate inputs.
Accurate inputs.
Yeah.
Inputs or vector?
Sorry.
Inputs or input vector?
Input vectors.
Okay. So just tell me what is the cell delay, net delay, and the path delay.
Cell delays. Transmission. The particular time the data transmission to input to output. That is cell delay.
Okay. Actually, which parameter we use for cell delay?
Nanoseconds.
It's unit, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking for parameters. Actually, okay, I'm just for the I already mentioned that for the cell delay we use input transition and the output load capacitance, right? So
Yeah.
for the net delay, which parameters we use?
I didn't get once more.
Okay. Actually, what the net contains? Net is nothing but the metal layer, right? Inside the
Yeah.
metal, what are the actually components are there in the metal layer? What components?
Cells and macros.
No. In net. In net, how do you just set the cells and macros? Cells mean standard cells, right? In net, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the net. I'm talking about the net. Net.
Okay.
So in net, actually, which components are there? RNC value, right? Resistor and capacitance.
Okay.
You got it now. So this is the cell delay and this is the net delay. Cell
Okay.
delay plus net delay is equal to which delay?
Transmission delay.
No. If we add the cell delay
Okay.
and if we add the net delay, then which
Okay.
delay we will get? Path delay, right? Because suppose you have one flip-flop there and there is one flip-flop. So between
Okay.
you're launching the data from here, you are capturing the
Okay.
data that flip-flop. So
Okay.
between these two flip-flop, there are net and cells.
Okay.
Okay. So these are
Okay.
this distance is nothing but your path delay.
Okay.
You got it now? So these
Yeah.
are the path delay. Okay. What is the setup time and the hold time? It is obviously familiar to you, right?
Yeah. Setup timings nothing but particular time that data should be stable before the clock activates.
Okay.
And for a hold by a particular time the data should be stable after the clock activates.
Okay, that's fine. Setup slack and the hold slack.
For a setup slack, difference between the arrival time and recovery time.
Setup for setup.
Setup slack.
Hmm.
Record time, difference between the record time and arrival time. For a hold, difference between the arrival time and required time.
Okay, good. So, what is the positive slack and the negative slack?
Slack values getting positive value means it is a positive slack.
Positive value means I did not get it actually.
Sorry.
Positive value means I did not get it. For setup, what will be the positive? Positive.
Record time is more
Record time
compared to arrival time, that is positive slack.
Slack, okay. Then for the hold?
For a hold, arrival time is more compared to the record time.
Okay. So, okay. So for setup,
okay.
You in your SDC file, you will see that for setup uncertainty is more than the hold uncertainty.
Okay.
So why actually? Why so? Why setup uncertainty is more than the hold uncertainty? Okay, first tell me what is the uncertainty?
Uncertainties. Variation of the clock signals with respect to the ideal clocks.
Variation of the clock signal with respect to the ideal clocks. So what is jitter? What is the actually definition of jitter?
I forget that one. Jitter.
Okay. Actually, you said that temporary variation of a clock signal with respect the original clock signal, that is jitter.
Yeah.
And uncertainty is the time difference between arrival of a clock signal at register in one clock domain or between domain. Right. This is uncertainty.
Okay. Okay.
And actually, we just check the setup timing in any stage, right? So
Okay.
when
Yes.
we don't check the whole timing before placement stage, you can
Once again, repeat.
actually my question is you can check the setup timing in synthesis stage and placement stage and CTS stage and any stage you can check setup timing.
Yeah.
But you can't check whole timing before CTS stage. Why? So my question is why? Why we don't check the hold before placement? Sorry, before CTS.
For a hold check, we are checking the same edge of the clock signal.
Okay. Why same is? Why not different is?
No idea why.
Okay. Actually, for setup uncertainty, clock skew is there. Plus
Okay.
jitter is there. Plus
Okay.
your extra margin will be there, right?
Yeah.
For
Okay.
the hold, only clock
Okay.
skew will be there and the margin will be there. But jitter will not be there. Jitter
Okay.
will come when we are dealing with the different edges. That means when we deal for one edges for launching the data and we use the another edge for capturing the data. So that's why
Okay.
jitter came actually. And we
Okay.
use two edges for setup. That's why jitter came here. So that's why the value of uncertainty for setup is higher than the uncertainty value of hold.
Okay.
You get now?
Okay.
Then what is skew?
Excuse nothing but a signal transmission time to cell.
Signal, can you repeat? Signal?
Signal transmission timing of signal to the cell.
Actually, I did not get it. Skew is the time difference between the launch clock latency and the capture clock latency.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So, in your design, what was the skew value in your design? Target skew. I'm talking about the target skew.
Skew value.
Yeah.
Okay. No idea.
Okay. So, for the setup violation
Okay.
and the whole violation, what kind of process you have followed to remove this setup violation and the whole violation?
For a setup, increasing a metal width.
In which path? Increasing a metal width in capture clock path or the data path?
In launch path.
Launch path. Launch means data path, right? Launch.
Yeah, data path.
Okay. So actually, what will happen if you increase the width of this metal layer?
Increasing a transmission delay.
No. If you increase the width of the metal layer, then the delay will be less. Why? How it will be increased? See, if you increase the width of a metal layer, resistance value will be reduced, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So resistance value is inversely proportional with your current.
Current.
So resistance value is becoming less means your current flow will be high, right?
High. Yeah. Okay.
So that is the reason. And anything.
VT swapping. HVT to LVTs for a setup.
SBT to LVT for setup.
LVT to HVT. That is for setup.
Low threshold voltage to the high threshold voltage. On this path, clock path or the launch path?
A clock path.
Clock path. For why?
In
From low threshold voltage to the high threshold voltage.
Okay.
What will happen actually?
LVT having a high leakage power.
Correct.
And
okay, just one thing. If we increase the threshold voltage,
okay,
our cell delay will be high or low.
Sorry, once more.
If we increase the threshold voltage,
Okay.
If we increase the threshold voltage value, then our cell delay will be high or low.
High.
Yeah, good. Then, so what is the difference between the high threshold voltage and the low threshold voltage? You already give the answer that low threshold voltage have higher leakage and the high threshold voltage have lower leakage. You have already told. And at least add 2 or 1 point.
LVT is used for area calculation.
Area? Sorry, area?
Calculation.
So which cell area is more, LVT cells or the SVT cells?
HVT cells.
SVT cells. Good.
Yeah.
Then and any other option between them, SVT to LVT? Any other comparison?
I know these two things only.
Okay. That's good. You know UNET, timing sense, UNET, UNAT.
Yeah, okay.
Positive UNET, negative UNET. You know?
Yeah, yes.
Just tell me what is the UNET? Positive UNET and negative UNET are there. So just
No idea.
Actually, it is a timing sense, right?
Okay.
And it is a timing sense. We have to mention in our statistical file for this sense. Actually, which sense our design will work. And actually, which timing
Okay.
cells our design will work. Hmm. You might have heard the path-based analysis and the graph-based analysis,
Yeah.
right? Actually, which one you have followed? Path-based analysis or the graph-based analysis?
Path-based analysis.
Which one?
Path.
Path-based analysis. Why?
It's less time
It will take less.
compared to the graph based.
But
Yeah.
but if you want to more make pessimistic in your design, in your timing, so I think graph-based analysis will give you the accurate value. See, if there are two cells and between them one transition is 150 and another transition is 200, and the second
Okay.
transition is what to say 190 and the 300. Okay, path-based analysis
Okay.
will take only 150 and 200, but you will not
200.
get the value 190 and the 300. So it will not give you this accurate value,
Okay.
right? But the
Yeah.
graph-based analysis, it will take this the more pessimistic. Actually, it want to make your design more pessimistic. That means its accuracy will be high.
Okay.
So that's the actual question. Then what is the latency? Latency.
Uh, Transmission time between the input to output.
Transmission time between the input to output of a what cell or what?
Output cell. Sorry. Input. Launch path to capture path.
No, actually, this is not the definition of latency. Just try to think and
Uh,
latency. Just latency actually. Time taken to reach the clock signal from clock source point to clock definition point.
Point. Okay.
There are two types of latency are there.
Source latency and network latency.
What is the source latency and what is the network?
Source latency is time taken to data transfer to input pin to cell pin.
Input pin to cell pin.
Yeah.
So what is propagation delay? If you say this is the definition of latency, so what is the propagation delay?
Propagation delay is time should taken for a signal to generate a source pin.
Source pin. Is it?
Yes.
Also, what is the network latency?
Time should taken output pin of launch path to input pin of capture path.
Launch path to input pin of capture path. Okay. You know CTS, food planning.
No idea.
No idea. You have worked in STN only.
Yes, yes.
So if you have transition violation in your design, so what you
Okay.
will transition violation?
Transition values.
Violation.
Violation values.
Yeah. Okay, if you get the whole violation, then what you will do? If you get the whole violation, then what you will do?
Uh, VT swapping. LVT to HVT.
Mm-hmm.
Reduce the metal width.
Reduce the metal width in which part? Clock path or data path?
Clock path. Sorry, data path.
If you reduce the this what without this metal layer in the clock path, then clock path value will be high, right? RT value will be high, so it will take more violation, give you more violation. Okay, then
Removing a buffer.
my this goes off, so that's it.
Okay. No issue.
Okay, then we can end up our session, right? So overall, that is good. Just you have to brush up yourself. I know you know everything, but I think due to lack of practice, it's happened, right? I think you know most of the all the things, but you need to just brush up yourself. I think
I know idea about the way of interviewer asking in practical manner means I don't know. I don't get idea how to answer that questions.
okay. Just give the mock interview and connect it with Sir Rajat sir. So I think he will suggest you.
Okay.
And for the ST things, there are many concepts like time borrowing, then lots of issues, then bottleneck analysis, clock crossing domain. I did not ask question from that purpose, just for the basic questions. And in your synthesis, there are flattening, auto flattening, grouping, ungrouping are there. Then in your then various timing exceptions like false path, multi-cycle paths, set case analysis, then disable timing. So these are the questions might have asked from the interview, because interviewer will not ask this like normal question for what is setup slack, what is slack. These are type of question I think they will not ask. I'm sure. So you have to just go through all these things, and you will. I think you have time. Just you have to just revision.
Okay.
And this latency, for the latency, I have some actually doubt for with against your actually what you have answered. Latency time taken to reach the clock signal from clock definition point. Actually, clock source point to clock definition point.
Okay.
This latency. You can say it is a source latency, and the network latency is the time taken to reach the clock signal from clock definition point to the clock sync point. Actually, where the clock actually meet.
Okay.
And I have asked you why we don't check the whole timing in before the placement stage, but why the setup timing in every stage, right?
Yeah.
So see, before CTS, clock is not built yet, right?
Okay.
After CTS, then clock will generate it.
Oh, okay.
Till placement, we are thinking that the distance between this clock to this clock is 10 or X, but
Okay.
it is not our exact value.
Okay.
After clock tree synthesis, we can say that yeah, it is our practical value.
Okay.
Before clock tree synthesis, the latency we just imagine that is called the latency, the value. So the time between the clock signal from source point to the sync point, that is the latency. It is the imagination value actually. It is not the practical value.
Okay.
After clock tree synthesis, that value is called the insertion delay.
Okay. Insertion delay. Okay.
Insertion delay. Interview might you ask that what is the difference between the latency and the insertion delay.
Okay.
They will ask. Before clock tree synthesis, it is called the latency. After clock tree synthesis, it is called the insertion. Right? So my question was why we don't check the hold before placement?
Yeah.
Because for hold, the SKU is the main culprit for the hold. Without SKU, you can't calculation for hold. There are no calculation.
Okay.
And the SKU will come when the clock synthesis will already completed.
Okay. Okay.
Are the difference between the capture clock latency and the launch clock latency.
Okay.
If clock is not built, then how this SKU will come? SKU value will come. That means our SKU is 0.
Okay.
Without this SKU, we can't calculate the whole value also.
Okay.
So that's why actually we check hold after CTS, not before.
Okay.
Before CTS, but we can check setup in every stage in your synthesis stage also. Then for plan placement, we can check because setup is time independent.
Okay.
Hold is not.
Okay.
And there are some calculation for the setup timing also, and the hold timing also. And if you have Anna, right? In Tamil Nadu, you're Anna, right?
Anna,
actually,
yes.
Actually, if you have any question, Anna, then you can also ask me. Actually, I am from West Bengal. So if you have any question, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, I think in group my number is there. Just if you have problem, just text me. So that I can also myself.
Okay, no, sure. I get some ideas. I need to prepare, and after any doubt means I will contact you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Then we can drop it by.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.